Hello, Story Chasers! Before I left for my Mexico trip, I was really concerned about my internet connection and how I was actually going to be able to do work when I got there. As you know, as a digital nomad, it's super important that you actually have an internet connection everywhere you go so that you can get your work done. So the next question is, what do you do if you don't actually have a current cell phone plan or data plan that will actually work in the country that you're visiting? That answer is coming up next. Hello everyone and welcome to Story Chasing. My name is Amber and I sold my house and quit my job so that I could travel full time and chase my dreams. And now I'm helping people just like you to transition into nomadic life and work remotely in beautiful places like Mexico, so long as you have a strong data connection and an internet plan that works there. So the question is, what do you do if you don't have a data plan that actually works in the country that you're visiting? We're going to get to that now. When I was actually planning my trip to go to San Felipe, Mexico, I was concerned about the internet connection. And so I was trying to research, does my two current data plans actually work in Mexico? So I have two plans. One is AT&T, and that is through a third-party person that I purchased off of eBay. And I called him and he said, nope, it does not actually work in Mexico based on the data plan that he's on. The second plan that I have is Verizon, and it's the prepaid Verizon plan that I have linked right here that I purchased back in December, and it's just a prepaid plan that I use. I'm still testing it out, and it does actually work in Mexico. However, you have to pay an additional $5 per day in order to get access. And even then, you're capped at half a gig of data per day, and that just doesn't work for me. I actually wanted to relax a lot in Mexico, so I was hoping to not do too much work, but just in case, I wanted to make sure I had a backup plan for my data. Since neither of those carriers would really work in my situation over there, I decided to wait until I actually got to Mexico and find out who their local carrier was, and then figure out what I needed to do in order to get a plan with them. So I got over to Mexico, and even the people that I was traveling with that had the AT&T international service, they said they just weren't really getting a great connection for whatever reason. It just didn't work in that particular area. So what we ended up doing is we went into downtown San Felipe, Mexico. So we found out that the local cell phone and data plan there is Telcel. So we ended up going to 3 different locations to figure out exactly what we needed to do. And these were just local places inside of San Felipe. One was actually a Telcel store. Then we went into a local convenience store called OXXO, which is the equivalent to like a 7-Eleven. And they actually sold SIM cards there, and you could actually pay them to get service on that plan there. But what we decided to do was just go ahead and buy a SIM card, take it back to the RV resort that we were staying at, and then just go online, activate the SIM card, and go ahead and load the plan with the plan that we could pick online. We felt like that was just the best thing for us so that we could look at all the different plans and figure out exactly what we wanted. So we want to buy a SIM card, and these SIM cards are a little less than $2 per SIM card, and they come in a little package like this. And on the back of them, it has your IMEI number, your SIM card number, and your telephone number. You'll definitely want to make sure that you keep this information because you're going to need it to go online and load your card, or whenever you're going into the local Telcel or OXXO convenience store to load the card. In order to use these SIM cards, you need to make sure that your cell phone or your hotspot or jetpack is already unlocked. It actually comes in several different sizes. In here, it has the micro and the nanos, so it should fit any of your cell phone or data plan devices. So the other thing about these SIM cards is they already come activated. I didn't actually know that it was activated when I bought it, and I was confused. I was trying to go online and activate it, and I couldn't get it activated, and so I found out later on it was already activated. Next, you can load it either by going online to the Telcel website, or you can load it at OXXO or the Telcel retail store. I actually chose to go ahead and load it online just because I wanted to look at their various plans. The first time I was actually able to load it without any problems. I actually got the largest plan they had, which was 5 gigs of data for right around $25, but it was a little bit cumbersome on their website. Everything is in Spanish, of course, because you're in Mexico. So you do have to either know Spanish or you're going to have to do some Google translating on there. So either have the Google Translate up in your toolbar of your browser, or you're going to have to look it up on Google Translate or an app on your phone. It's just easier to have the extension in your Chrome browser and let it translate for you. So I was actually able to load everything just fine the first time. The second time that I went to go load it, because I ran out of data, I was uploading videos. So the second time that I went to load it, I couldn't get it to load. It wanted me to verify my credit card, and it would send me like a small dollar amount to my credit card or my bank card. It wanted me to confirm the amount that hit my bank card or my credit card, and we're talking like 5 cents, 7 cents here. So I would try to go and confirm it, but mine was in dollars, theirs was in pesos. I tried to do a conversion and it just wouldn't do it. It kept saying that that was wrong, and I just could not get it to work. It was a royal pain. So my advice is just go into the store and load it. You can go in there and just tell them exactly what plan you want and pay for it in store and give them your phone number, and they'll go ahead and load it for you there. It's the easiest way to do it. But let me tell you, once it's all loaded, the plan was amazing. It was really fast. It was an amazing data connection. We had no issues whatsoever while we were there. So it's a pretty easy process once you know what to do. My other tip for you before loading your SIM card is to go to an ATM and actually get pesos with your check card. It's so much simpler to just pay everybody in cash, and you don't have to worry about using your check card or your credit card anywhere, or having to possibly pay any of those foreign exchange fees. Every bank is different. Yours may not charge you the foreign exchange fee. Mine actually does. So I just went and got some pesos out of the ATM, and then I used that to pay for everything around there, including loading my SIM card. I hope you have fun traveling to Mexico. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, and over here there's some more videos on traveling to Mexico. So check out that playlist so you can see more tips and tricks to traveling in Mexico. We'll see you in the next video.